Howdy folks, Monty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I haven't done one of these ever. I probably should, because White Dwarves have been central to my interest in Games Workshop for the longest time, and obviously my interest in Citadel miniatures. And this is one that I have a duplicate of. It's not the squat one, which is a little earlier, but it is certainly a very seminal issue of White Dwarf. It's 113, and let us start by opening it up. We started with the Talisman City. Ironically, when I pulled this magazine out, I had Talisman figures that I was moving aside. So although I never played Talisman, I certainly like the figures. And anyway, so who is the editor? Phil Gallagher's the editor. Is he actually represented in the photo lineup? He's not. R.I.P. Brian Ansell, John Blatcher, who I believe is retired now, Richard Halliwell, James Johnson, Rick Priestley, and Nigel Stillman of Stillmania fame. So what are we looking for in this issue? I think we're looking for Space Hulk primarily. So let's see what we've got here. York, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool. Now Manchester, the Manchester Games Workshop store was actually blown up by the IRA in 1996. Little known fact, it was one of the areas targeted, and I think it's not the Trafford Centre. What's the, let me see if it says here. Birmingham, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester. No, it doesn't. Well, it was Unit 1 to Brown Street, but it didn't become that. It became a special centre whose name escapes me, unfortunately, as I record this video. Please leave it in the comments if you know it. So that was a very special Games Workshop store. It was certainly very special when I lived in that part of the UK as well. Although actually my main exploits with regards to Steel Legion was at the Trafford Centre, where they did have a Games Workshop store for the longest period of time. Here we see the US GW stores as well, France GW store, so all very interesting stuff. So, we go here with Robin Hughes, who I think, when did he become the editor? I think he became the editor pretty soon after, or maybe he was the editor a little earlier. I don't know, I like Robin Hughes' stuff, but anyway, he does the Culture Shock. I think these aren't what were released recently, are they? They're not Britannia or the old war figures. Anyway. Skeleton Army box set, no. Maybe it has its origins here, let's say. Critical Mass, anything here? What it would be like to work for Games Workshop? That's a story in and of itself. I've never worked for Games Workshop, but I've had a close friend, a former friend, let's say, who worked for Games Workshop, and very interesting experience. So we deal with Fist, which is a Steve Jackson. Now, is this the British Steve Jackson? I'm pretty sure this is the British Steve Jackson versus the American Steve Jackson. Steve Jackson, the Livingston fame, being the British Steve Jackson. I would assume in the UK it would be the British Steve Jackson. Oh, we still have lots of beautiful squats. This is bleeding over from the previous 2 issues, I think. And certainly still very impactful. We don't yet have the kind of militant squats that we got, but I love the Commissar and I love the Land Raider. Squats coming out of Land Raider, just beautiful, and of course the squats on bikes as well. Very nice. I have this miniature somewhere huddled up, or I think I have bits of it. I'm pretty sure I've got all of it somewhere, but I'm not sure. Love the Pelican of Nurgle, obviously. You've seen that previously. I have a few of these Gene Siddlers. I have that guy painted by someone, and a few of these other ones. And obviously, we start seeing the Ogren. Blue Horrors. There's the Demon of Nurgle, which probably becomes a plague bearer very soon, or pestilence. Chaos Squat, beautiful. Another Chaos Squat. In fact, this is the whole screw of Chaos Squats. And yeah, just a bunch of beauties here. East London, the full Games Workshop range. This is a toy store that no longer exists in London. I'm a big fan of the Orc's Nest, as you may have seen in previous videos. Maybe, well, I wear an Orc's Nest t-shirt at least in one video, if not 2 or 3. But I've never heard of Hamleys. Lost to the ages, I guess. Stuff about magic, Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Oh, I love this. This is a beautiful graphic. So a nice colour chart showing the magic. Different kinds of magic attacking each other. Love these almost psychedelic art, you know, contrasting colours, you know, stuff about the colour wheel. painting wizards, Games Workshop wizards in this colour scheme. Certainly a thing of beauty, and lots of discussion associated with wizards and wizardry. Okay, we look at Italy. Wow, 5 new specialists, stockists in Italy. So GW was really, I didn't get the year on this one. I think it's 1989 from memory. Oh, my eyes are not as good as they once were. Well, somewhere through here, I think it says, right up here. It says May 1989. Very good. So May 1989, there were 5 Italian specialist stockists. My former podcaster friend Barney Dicker, I think, mentioned going to an Italian store and finding some Games Workshop minis in the back. Maybe it was in Italy. I can't remember, but there was a story about that. So we've got Games Day 89. Talking about the Gold Demon Awards. I guess this is the right kind of time frame. In Derby that year. Slayer Sword. And wow. A Marine Tactical Squad versus a World Eaters Traitor Marine Tactical Squad. This is what the rooms look like. They're all Games Workshop stands, so there are the Space Hulk demonstration. Osprey. Wow. I wonder if it was sponsored by the book company Osprey, the publisher Osprey. Well, for the ages, let us see. Oh, seminars. You see, this is the stuff that seems to be missing from Contemporary Games Workshop, the notion of actually doing seminars. Do we have the Osprey stuff here? Space Hulk, Troll Games, nothing about Osprey. Meet Games Workshop artists. In fact, the one Games Day I attended, I was there with Chris Blair, and Chris Blair, I have photographs of him, actually ironically wearing a leather jacket, meeting a bunch of kids who were really excited to meet Chris Blair, which was kind of fun. I've got a few of Chris Blair's figures actually painted, and so you'll see them. I think I've already shown a video of this. So many beautiful miniatures. The largest, most beautiful plastic ever produced for HeroQuest. His name escapes me, unfortunately. My own daughter's name escapes me occasionally, so don't worry about that. I really like these Imperial Guard Sentinels. Never actually got my hands on one, but really like it. Another Chaos Squad, which I think is mainly green stuff. Of these orcs. I think I have a couple of these guys, maybe this guy as well. This one's interesting, but I don't have any of these, I don't think. No, I think most of these I don't have, aside from a smattering of these guys. RuneQuest. Now, RuneQuest was a big part of my life. I've certainly mentioned that as well in my Rules of Better when I talked to, well, a number of people actually, but certainly Matthew Gibson, names comes to mind. He was the great RuneQuest disciple. He told me that there was only one game and it was RuneQuest. Anyway, I'm assuming, yes, True Epic Adventure from Funding Fantasy with Steve Jackson. Well, that's obviously the British Steve Jackson. Here we get into the meat and potatoes of the issue, Space Hulk. From this very start of Space Hulk, it was a genuinely fun game to play. I've had a few games of Space Hulk in my time, and they've always been great fun. And sometimes they've been really interesting. Sometimes, for example, in Las Vegas, I had games of Space Hulk with a gentleman who kept his miniatures all metal in a cigar case, which you really shouldn't keep your miniatures in because of lead rot. Well, if they're lead miniatures. If they're pewter miniatures, it doesn't really matter. But if they're lead miniatures, you shouldn't keep them in cigar boxes. That's for sure, because they will suffer lead rot at some stage. These are beautiful minis. I have a few of them painted by a few different people. Just really beautiful minis. We have an introduction to how to paint Citadel miniatures, basic equipment. I love this joining with green stuff on the tail. This is a well-used image, or a set of images, basically. This orc is a favourite of mine. Oh, I've never had one of these. I've always thought about having one of these, but I've had a variety of other stuff like this. The Slaanesh stuff, yeah, more Siege and Nurgle, basically. and occasionally some corn stuff. I have this guy somewhere. I don't think he's ever been painted. He's somewhere in my collection of on lead box top. Got a few of him, and the other ones, I think I got this guy too. I think I've Rochi painting that one. Oh, so we start Realm of Chaos, Lost and Damned. I've got that guy too, and I've got that one, and I've got that one, and I think I've got that one. So, as you can see, I've completely fulfilled my childhood fixation with regards to the magazine and being able to get the figures in the magazine, which in Australia was almost impossible. Anyway, talking about narrative campaigns, which are still a thing, still interesting. Lots of fun stuff. Narrative generator. You see, my view as the Games Master in these circumstances is you should generate your own narrative, but take inspiration from wherever you can. And this certainly is very inspirational. I just love this art, associated particularly with the first Realm of Chaos book, but just beautiful artwork kind of coming across the pages here too. I'm wondering if this stuff is unique or if this stuff is from the book. I think it's unique, maybe. Well, it seems very similar page over page, although the actual demon faces change. So I guess the rest of the artwork changes as well. Anyway, beautiful stuff. Dungeon Bowl. Ah, the chapel walk. Never played Dungeon Bowl. Big fan of Blood Bowl, but never played Dungeon Bowl. I'm wondering if Blood Bowl, if yes, okay, Elves, Dwarves, and Dungeon Bowl. If it's, yes, Dungeon Bowl and Blood Bowl variant, played in the underground large dungeon complex. That looks like it's fun. Blood Bowl itself is pretty fun. I mean, the attacking, tackling, crossing paths rule is a bit funny, but, you know, it's the way the game is written. Oh, look, you can put a dragon ogre in Blood Bowl. Well, that seems hardly fair for the other team, but what makes this one, what are the points on it? I guess, yeah, interesting. And this isn't the, what is it? What does FLOTUS stand for in this country? First Lady of the, maybe? Anyway, I don't know what FLOTUS means in this country. It means something different. The pacification of FLOTUS 3. Obviously FLOTUS, I think, is a place, which some Imperial Guard Sentinels laid down some heavy fire through. Ah, this is a favourite image of mine. No wonder I had this magazine. Just absolutely love this image. And are there actually squats in this one? No, this is the non-squat. This is the a few little bits. Well, they're snipers, so they're not really squats. Doesn't seem to be many squats, but I do love the dotting and perspective with regard to the commissars. You don't really need one commissar in these circumstances, but obviously you've got a coming together of at least 3 commissars, maybe more in the back. Not sure. They like to be in front of the photo. Ooh, more Marauder miniatures. Now let's look through these beauties and see. I think I've got that one. None of these, unfortunately. Not really part of my interests. But these were certainly, I'm wondering if this one is a, yeah, this is certainly a magazine from my childhood. I remember thumbing through it at some stage. But so, here we go, the Orc's Nest. Still there, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm a member of an Orc's Nest Facebook group, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know. Anyway. Still there, I'm hoping. I'm assuming. And here we are, beauties. Got that one. Well, if that's becomes a plague bearer, got one of that one in some variation. Look at these. That one, yep. And yep, that one. And I think I have that one somewhere. And I have that one, and don't think I have that one. These group, probably not. Pete Taylor, Heavy Metal. So this, we're talking about Hero Quest, studio staff. This is where the memories are laid bare. Space Hulk. Love the Citadel miniature catalogue of various times. Talisman City, didn't have it. RuneQuest, have it. Land Raider, never had it. Terminator Squad, definitely have it. Look at this, you can get the AD&D Player's Handbook, Judge Dredd RPG Handbook. Space Dwarves, that's a box set. These are all plastic box sets that are available. 1989. Oh, now we get to the interesting stuff. Elder Scouts. No, I think I've got that guy, but not really sure. Don't have that one. Of these, I think I have that guy, I think I have that guy, maybe that guy. They're very similar. Of the squad adventurers, oh my goodness. Don't think I have any of them. I might have that guy somewhere. Hive Horde Gangers, don't have any of them. Chaos Squads, definitely don't have any of them. Although I do have a Chaos Squad in Exoskeleton. In fact, I have a couple of Chaos Squads. I think I might have that guy. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, some beautiful minis in here. Final page, Chaos Dreadnought, Pelican of Nurgle, just a beautiful miniature. What do we got up here? Love that guy. Got various Gene Stealers. I think I've got that guy with a grenade. Like these ones as well. Beautiful, beautiful minis. Orc Nobles, I think I've got all of these. Orc Renegades, I think I've got at least 2, if not 3 of these. I remember having a good conversation with Rochi when he painted them. Bit of Grey Knight Terminator, Blood Bowl Snotlings, not sure, probably not. Psychers, not this version, although I do have some large-headed Imperial Guard chaps. Where are we here? Knights of Empire, and finally, oi, that's my leg. Troll, hungry troll. Trolls in the pantry. So these I think came with cassettes, didn't they? Or maybe not cassettes. Some of them came with cassettes, I'm pretty sure. Available soon, wow. I'm assuming for the younger audience, but obviously the Games Workshop devotees would have snatched them up as available locally, particularly for this price. You can buy them in the US, interesting. And on the back is these models have captured me. I think I had a fellow paint these particular colours for me, Guy in Santa Cruz. We've talked about the previous podcast, previous video. I love these combination group of squats kind of making their way through, group of Eldar attacking, and these look like all Nurgle all the time. So some very nice stuff there. Still not really sure why I would duplicate this magazine, but hopefully this has given you a bit of tapestry of how I read these old magazines these days. I don't want to get a lot closer to them. The filming conditions haven't made this ideal, but anyway, Tom Barbalet in Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.